27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aaron Donald with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This is Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
All right, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
10 yards still left on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Back into that Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They complete it to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And a loose football. And the Lions have recovered. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And Detroit getting set to go now. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap. To the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to throw now on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Again, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time the turnover on again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit!
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete here. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Room here to run. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. The Bills have the football, but they trail here. As we begin quarter number 4. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. On first and goal, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the...
Try again with Drake. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Set! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback. And timing by the receiver.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to find the dead zone and find the first down? And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And Hill with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Benjamin with it over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though. I
agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited time.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! No. Check. Patriot! Back Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? making the comeback, and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Buffalo, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Detroit.